Hey guys, what is up? Bauke from Liberty to Travel here, and in this video I want to give you a quick update on what happened to me the past couple days, what happened to the world the past couple days, just to give you a bit of information on where I'm going to be taking it with these videos in the future. So my YouTube channel so far has mainly been dedicated to doing product reviews for internet marketing products and showing you different methods for making money online. I want to continue doing that, especially now during these times when actually working from home is probably for a lot of people the only option they have right now, considering what is happening around the world with the coronavirus outbreak and the resulting restrictions that are put into place by governments around the world. So as you know, or maybe not if you're watching me for the first time, I am a digital nomad. Normally that means I'm traveling around the world full time while still making money online, while using my affiliate marketing business to generate me income. And I've been doing that for the past 5 years almost, since August 2015. I started out here in Thailand. I am again in Thailand right now. Thailand is one of my favorite places to go to, especially during winter time when it is cold in Europe. I love spending my summers in Europe, but I do not so much like spending my winters there. So I am here in Thailand again, and I just ran into the craziest situation because of what is happening. I was literally on a boat in the middle of the ocean with zero connection to the internet for 3 days between March 8th and March 11th, I believe. We were doing what is called a liveaboard. That means you're on a boat, living on the boat, sleeping on the boat, eating on the boat, and it was a diving trip. So we were scuba diving. Honestly, it was one of the most amazing trips I've ever done, especially some of the most amazing dives I've ever done on this liveaboard with this company. It was on the liveaboard Manta Queen 2. We were going to the Similan Island National Park and the Surin National Park. These are both in Thailand near Phuket. And we saw so many amazing things like giant manta rays. We saw a whale shark, which is the biggest fish that exists in the world. So yeah, we had an amazing trip. But anyway, aside from that, what happened is we came back to land on the 11th. We had internet again, and the whole world had gone crazy over this coronavirus. Obviously, it was already happening before then, but literally in those few days, everything really spiraled out of control. The markets crashed all around the world. Not just that, but governments started putting massive restrictions on travel around the world. And this affected me heavily. So what happened is me and my girlfriend were planning to go to Vietnam after our diving trip. And we were looking at the travel restrictions being put in place by Vietnam. And it was looking more and more like either we were not going to be able to get into Vietnam, or once we were in there, we were not going to be able to get out anymore, or we would be quarantined, because we are both European. She is from France, I'm from the Netherlands. Especially France has been hit very hard by the coronavirus outbreak. There's a lot of cases there, and we were seriously worried that Vietnam was going to deny her, even though we hadn't been in France for many months before this whole thing even started. They don't really care about that. You just look at your passport. You're French. You have a French passport, so you're French, so you're a risk, so we're not letting you in. So that is the first concern we had. And then, like I said, we were also concerned that maybe they would put us in quarantine there. Maybe we would have to stay in the country because we wouldn't leave anymore. And also we were talking to friends who were already in Vietnam. They were saying that first of all, a lot of businesses are closing in Vietnam. A lot of businesses have closed their doors, restaurants, shops, etc. So it's not an amazing place to be right now. And aside from that, Vietnamese people are being very hostile towards foreigners because they are worried that foreigners are spreading the disease in Vietnam. This is around the world. This is happening, increasing nationalism, racism. This is really unfortunate. Please keep in mind that every human being is individual, and their race, nationality, or anything like that has nothing to do with this whole outbreak. It is a virus. It is a natural phenomenon. All of us are affected equally. So please do not fall into this trap of like categorizing people, putting people in groups, because it's really not helpful. It's only harmful. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. But anyway, so because of all of that, we decided, okay, we're not even going to try to get into Vietnam, because even if they do let us in now, we are most likely going to have a bad time there. So we decided we are going to not take the flight to Vietnam. We're going to stay in Thailand. Now, fortunately, we're already in Thailand, and we just had to fly back to Koh Lanta, which is where we are now. And we are able to stay here for another 17 days. Now, unfortunately, that means 17 days from now, we're going to have to look at the whole situation again, because we only have a visa for Thailand for the next 17 days until April 1st. And then we have to leave Thailand because we no longer are allowed to be here legally. So we're going to have to look at the situation then. Hopefully we can still get into Malaysia, the neighboring country, and from there maybe fly back to Thailand again. So we have a new visa, or at least a visa exemption, so that we have a new chance to stay in Thailand for 30 up to 60 days. And that would really help us out to sit out the whole situation here in Thailand, because Thailand, unlike Vietnam, is not yet restricting travel for most countries. They are restricting travel for countries that are the most affected, like Italy, China, of course, Iran, South Korea, Hong Kong. I think those are the restricted countries, but they're not yet restricting a lot of countries like some other countries around here. So we are hoping we're going to be able to stay in Thailand and sit this whole thing out in Thailand. Thailand has amazing healthcare, so we are not so worried about having to go to the doctor here if necessary. Thailand has some of the best healthcare in the world, and the doctors are almost entirely Western trained, and they all speak English really well. The Thai people are very friendly, especially compared to what we have heard about Vietnamese people. There are, of course, still some outbreaks of nationalism as everywhere, and the Thai Minister of Health has been quite racist toward white people, actually, concerning this whole outbreak. However, on the ground, while we are here in Koh Lanta, everyone is still super friendly to us, like we are used to in Thailand. No one seems to be wanting to get rid of us. We came back here and immediately got our apartment back, or an apartment in the same building from the same owner that we were staying with last month. She was still very friendly, gave us a great deal, got us a motorbike as well so we can get around the island. And everyone has been friendly and welcoming. There were, of course, around the airports, there were tests to check our temperature. Also, when we went on the boat to the island, there was a check to test our temperature. This is completely normal. But other than that, we're kind of lucky and glad to be here on Koh Lanta again. It's a beautiful island with amazing scenery, amazing food, amazing people, like I said. And it is probably one of my favorite spots to be sitting this whole situation out. Hopefully it doesn't last too long and we can start traveling again in the future. But in the meantime, this gives me an opportunity to sit here and do more work. Last few months I have been slacking a little bit on doing a lot of work and mostly been spending my time traveling. Now I really want to give back to you guys as well and give you more information to help you out through this, because I realize now that what I have been doing for the past few years, which is recommending products to help you make money online, is actually even more important now because of so many people not being able to go to work anymore. Also, the whole economic consequences of this situation can become very dire. I expect there to be a lot of businesses getting into trouble. I mean, of course, already travel-related businesses are being hit massively by this whole thing, but I think they will not be the only ones. If we look at the current stock market, they have dropped by a lot, and we are going to see massive economic changes in the next couple of months, regardless of whether this virus is going to be gone by then or not. I mean, if it's not, the consequences will be worse. But even if we manage to get a vaccine and this whole crisis blows over, the health crisis blows over, I think the economic crisis is going to last a lot longer. And all of us are going to see changes when it comes to the economy. And unfortunately, for some people, that's going to mean that you're going to be out of a job for a while. And this is the opportunity, in my opinion, to start for yourself, to start making money online. Because first of all, it gives you the location independence, which allows me right now to be here in Thailand. And even though I'm stuck here, I will be able to continue working, continue making money. And on the other hand, also gives you the freedom to work for yourself, not be laid off by a boss anymore in the future, etc. So that's why I'm going to double down on this, helping you out, making money online, showing you what works, what doesn't work. Gonna be more videos on this on my YouTube channel that are not just gonna be product reviews. There's gonna be free videos with free information on how to do certain aspects of internet marketing, how to get started from scratch with $0 in your pocket. All of this is going to be covered, and that is what I'm going to be doing moving forward. So hopefully you're going to be following me. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you aren't subscribed already. Also subscribe to my mailing list if you aren't. You can sign up on my website, libertytotravel.com, and I will be sending you a lot more information to help you out through this crisis with my help. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.